The big project that I just completed was my book called The Battle for Birth Control, and it looked at over 2,000 primary source documents dating all the way back to the late 1800s and really focusing on the early 1900s and the discourse of the birth control movement in America. At the time, it was illegal to even talk about birth control. And so it really traces the discursive evolution of the movement to legalize birth control, which wouldn't happen until 1965. But it's a long battle, so that's what the book focused on. I don't really know what's next. I don't know if I'm ready to dive into another book. That one did take 10 years. I certainly don't think I'll do something archival again. I'm ready to be a little bit more in the present tense. So I'm still thinking about it, but we're doing other smaller projects in between now and then, kind of looking at some of the other things that interest me. I do a lot of research with political rhetoric, so the elections that are coming up, hopefully teaching an honors course about that in 2024, so we'll see. I've shifted a lot of what I do in the classroom to be really practically hands-on oriented because we know the future of the job market looks quite unusual. And in reality, we don't know what that job market is going to look like. Our students will end up spending most of their time in jobs that don't currently exist yet. So if we're charged with preparing them for life after college, we don't actually know what we're preparing them for in a literal sense. So really thinking about developing skills like strong communication skills, confidence, things that will allow them to succeed in any capacity, regardless of where their career trajectory takes them, has really been a concerted focus in the last few years. A lot of my philosophy has been oriented to thinking about where the students are as individuals and where the world is, instead of just kind of teaching the same concepts we've always taught. It was so exciting. I mean, there's so many people who are doing really fantastic research in so many different disciplines throughout the college that to be recognized for a project, especially one I've spent so much time working on, was very humbling. It was very cool. I think in this circumstance, it means that my research is valued to the community. I know that oftentimes we get so caught up in our teaching, and that is our primary focus, is our students and our teaching, and that's where we can make the biggest impact. So to see something that is a part of the puzzle, but not the biggest piece of the puzzle, being recognized in this context is really special, because I know that my colleagues have looked at it and said, this is great work and we want to recognize that work. So it's nice to feel that recognition close to home.